And now we are here, and we're gonna do the plus quest first, and we're gonna do the main story quest. How many plus quests do we still need is the question. We still need -1 because of the main story. We still need 2 more after this one, so there's still 2 more that are gonna be existing after this one's done. Wait, right? Didn't we do 2? No, we only did 1. Okay, anyways. Hippo, you and the Aloras. My, what a familiar essence you have, like that of a familiar. If you're familiar with the concept. Okay, bud. Okay. Just my little joke. Bella, was it? I'm Hippo.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yes, we're getting to that. Bella, say hello to our familiar friend here. She is an Alaris. The Alari are one of the cutest creations, highly attuned to abnormalities in their environment. At the first sign of danger, they'll sound the alarm, by which means of a mewl loudly. Though we do our best to observe all of our creations, Elpis is simply too large to maintain a constant visual over each and every temperamental species. A more effective means of detecting conflict between creatures was in order. Thus have I taken this Alaris under my wing to further develop our capabilities in this area, and she does enjoy our little walks. This morning we are testing her ability to pinpoint sites of conflict. Would you like to observe? Simply tell her that her task is begun, and she'll do her utmost to locate disruptive creatures. Please do subdue any unruly subjects once you've found them. We can't have beasts running amok. Okay.
Meow, meow.
Follow the Alaris, do not fall behind. Following. Following. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Gonna avoid the griffins. 2 creatures fighting. Alaris alerts you to 2 nearby creatures that are facing one another down and looks at you expectantly. Fine, I'll go fuck them both up. Renew Vu's Gizzle Greens really quick. Okay, there we go. Let's go fuck them both up. I'm gonna fuck the bird up first. Oh, fuck this Trent up. Okay. And I guess we should go turn the quest in. Easy as that. It's as easy as that, boys. It's as easy as that. It's as easy as that. She seems quite content, but in the name of science, what were the results? I killed things. They are dead now. As I expected, well done, little one. Magnificent creatures you both are, the both of you. Shame we can't give you a pair of tiny wings and a bell too, but it's against protocol, I'm afraid. The Alori are enchanted with theirs at birth, so they are able to acclimate properly. I'm certain you have your own unique potential to rise to, however. In fact, why not join us for another phase of testing? Nope, sorry about that, we're leaving. Hermes. Verdict and execution. All too brief an interlude, perhaps, but it is time I attend to my next task. As Emmett Selk and Hyphladeus are aware, we have reached a verdict regarding the fate of the Lycaones. 7 were created for observation. All 7 must be unmade. Oh. Doros has followed the correct protocols, and as chief overseer, I can find no fault in his judgment. The Lycaones would disrupt the natural order, ravaging and consuming other species until they themselves starve and perish. They cannot be released into the wild, and they cannot be allowed to remain here in Olympus. I intend to petition the Bureau of Architects to have the concept preserved as a restricted purpose hazardous life form. Hyphladeus has pledged to support me in this endeavor. Yet whatever the Bureau decides, the existing Lycaones have served their purpose. Doros has already asked the creatures and is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. I will join him forthwith. It is my duty to witness the conclusion to this study. If you are resolved, then we have but to accompany you. Of course. Let us be off then. We return to the main island. Okay. To the main isle, to the main isle. Let's just go down here and follow the road to the bridge. Oh, these creatures were gorgeous. Oh. Doros, you good, dude? 3 escaped. I just noticed that. Doros, are you hurt? What happened? They caught me off guard. Had them bound with ethereal shackles, but they became frenzied and even more so than usual and broke free. I was able to stop 4, the other 3 escaped. I see them. 2 have taken to the air above the 12 wonders. The last one is ahead, lurking in the fields. You and Bella handle that one. The pair in the sky you can leave to me. Okay. If this is how it must end, then so be it. I will render assistance to Emmett Selk, unneeded though it is. Meteon, you are to stay here with Doros.
But Hermes!
The Lycaones must be reverted. I would spare you their pain, and mine.
Hermes.
It's my burden, not yours. If you are intent on helping, then please follow my lead. Okay, Hermes, I got your back. I got your back, my dude. Oh, dude, look at this boy flying above a rock. Look at this dude. I appreciate your help and lament that it is necessary. There it is, our quarry. Within striking distance at present, but if it feels threatened, it may well flee beyond our reach. Here's my plan. You will approach slowly in full view and draw the Lycon's attention. Now, I warn you, its abilities are as fierce as its temperament. Once it stops you, it will unleash orbs of flame. Fear not, but by my measure, you are more than equal to the task. Withstand the onslaught for a few brief moments. That will give me time to catch it unawares. Ready? Then let's begin. Let's fucking do it. Hi, buddy. Oh, just fire. We're fighting fireballs. Fire in the burning ring of fire. Down, 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 the burning ring of fire. It burned, 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 the flames got higher. Ice attacks for the win. 2 fires now. Blah. Fire's gonna die, the fire's gonna die. Three? Nope, that's it. Oh, we wait. There we go. Digga 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 digga.
Now.
Oh. Oh.
Forgive me. Please, forgive me.
Oh,
May
Hermes.
you and your kin find peace
How did this guy turn into Fandaniel, dude?
wherever your souls may drift in the underworld. May you find tranquil seas.
How did this guy turn into Fandaniel? Like, genuinely.
Be not forgotten. In concept endure. To reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire. Hate, if that be your want. We are worthy. But leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high, fly free.
Join the convocation, Hermes. You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star?
Ooh.
And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction?
Hermes.
I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Fandaniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It
Oh, Medion.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
Oh.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time? Aye.
Aye. Aye. The other Lycaons have been taken care of. Incident is resolved and life in Elpis continues as normal, or ends as the case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when a colleague leaves us. Yet never has a departure caused me such grief as Hermes appears to feel. What must it be like to experience such torment? Gloves. We're on what, 18? Yeah, 18. Travelers at the crossroads. Where to now? If there's anywhere you would like to visit before we leave, I should be glad to show you the way. Hermes has not yet outright refused his position on the convocation, merely postponed the decision. As such, I may as well resume my assessment. If we cannot accompany him, then I will content myself with questioning his colleagues. The pragmatist. Allow me to remain your humble guide. What of you, Bella? Will you continue along with us? I mean, I guess, yeah. Wonderful. Our friendship travels on unbroken. Our fellowship travels on unbroken. I say we explore another part of Elpis and see what new encounters there are to be had. Follow me. We will first head back towards Anagnomeraminus. You still got no north. I don't even know what this is. This requires flying to get here. Sorry, the one of the songs from this game is stuck in my head. From here, we follow the path northwards to Notonius. There we will find one of the newest which facilitate travel between the islands of Elpis. First-time travelers must be accompanied by someone with the requisite permission, which I have previously been granted. You only need use the device together once, and henceforth you will have leave to use it freely. Shall we? Okay. North we go. North we go. Up to that island over here. Here we are, Latonius. This Neus will take us to Calmelios Zephoros, the western island. That's it right there, looming large over us. Step this way and we can soon admire the view from above.
I present to you Calamelios Zephyros.
Calamelios Zephyros. Okay, I got it right. It just took
Here
me a
you'll find
second.
a number of testing facilities, as well as the observation hub of Poiton Oikos.
Poiton Oikos.
Right then. Let's begin by...
A Spriggan.
Well, well. An Arraius. How delightful.
Okay, Arraius in the past, yes. Yeah, boy. Look at you, small. I love him. Oh.
And what, pray tell, is that?
That looks like a shark thing. The fuck is that, dude?
That's a new species of shark. We approved the concept but a few days ago.
The fuck?
Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures. Rare is the day when someone does not submit a new concept. At first, they were largely orthodox, consideration given to such things as size and environmental impact, and then a whimsical someone thought to bestow it with flight, another superior intelligence. And then the floodgates burst, concepts with multiple heads, or arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to go away and find something else to create, but in the end I couldn't deny their passion. And here we are.
Oh, it wants to eat you, my dude. Oh. Who's that? Whoever knocked it out is pretty cool. That's so cool. Oh, it's this person that we saw.
That was too close. Are you unharmed? Well now, if it isn't a pair of familiar faces.
Banar, that we should meet you here.
Vana. That's her name. And so yeah, we saw her.
As I mentioned earlier, the better part of the convocation holds that when we retire is when we return to the star. Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down, she carries on with her work. Vanar is her name, and she is the previous Azem.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It has been a while, Hythlodaeus. You look well. Less so, Emmet Selk. I dare say the lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled in number.
Is that why she has a white robe as opposed to their black ones? Because she stepped down, but was supposed to die but didn't?
A shame for one so young. You must make an effort to frown less often.
Easier said than done, thanks to your unruly successor.
How is she, if I may ask?
Incorrigible as ever. Rushed headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day. I should be glad to share the tale in its entirety later, if you're so inclined.
Oh, you know I am.
Oh, Vana, she sounds so cool.
Now then, you are?
No one. We don't know each other.
I say, have you perchance come from the future?
No. Not at all.
I do not believe we have ever met, yet I sense my magic upon you.
Hmm.
Therefore, if I wove the enchantment, I could only have done so at a later point in time.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're cousins, actually.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
A traveler's ward, of course. It prevents the corruption of one's ether.
That makes so much sense. Sounds rather like the Blessing of Light. Does it protect you from enthrallment from primals by chance? Yeah, it sounds like the Blessing of Light, yeah.
I see you are not ignorant to its presence. And while there are many protective spells, the one you bear is unmistakably mine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on. From the future? That's absurd.
I'm sorry to say this, but we kill you.
What is it? Are you unable to speak of the matter?
That's exactly what it is. I can't. Elizabeth said so.
The reality to which you must return exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
Are we telling him that Elizabeth said so?
So, your actions here will not change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours.
Oh, yeah, okay. So we explained the situation. Okay.
How very exciting. I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown, and there's naught more unknown than the future.
Okay, so we explained, like, yeah, we can't talk about it because of these reasons. Okay, okay, that's good, that's good.
Until a moment finally arrives, we cannot know for certain what will come to pass, regardless of our supposed foreknowledge. So you needn't worry for us. More importantly, that you should go to such great lengths as to travel unto the past bespeaks the gravity of your quest. Will you not reveal it to us? Mayhap we can be of aid to your cause.
If only you knew. If only you knew you guys actually try to kill me. Especially him.
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself.
I'm sorry.
As a representative of the Convocation, I will hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
No. Sorry, Emmett Selk. I can't.
Why don't we move to a place more conducive to calm conversation? I've been working here for some days now at an old friend's behest. If it is agreeable, we may make use of my accommodation at Poiton Oikos.
Pointin Oikos.
We were meant to meet. I am certain of it. Else I wouldn't have marked you so clearly and sent you unto myself in the past.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Precisely the sort of mischief I would get up to. And quite inspired, if I do say so
Dude,
myself.
I love her. She's great. Dude, I love her. She's great. Vana. My apologies, but before we move along, a colleague has tasked me with a matter which I'd rather not leave unresolved. It involves finding a certain concept engraved crystal. The quick-fingered Aureus, which made off with it. An Aureus, you say? I think we might have seen the culprit before being distracted by the business with that shark. Would you like us to follow its ethereal trail? That would, of course, lead us only to the Aureus. There is no guarantee that it hasn't stopped or stashed the way the crystal you seek. Please, even that much would be enormously helpful. While you are hunting down the thief, I can follow behind and scour the forest floor, just in case. Could I ask you to join the search? I would appreciate another pair of eyes to cover the land to the west of here. I got you, Vana. Many thanks. There's a small bridge leading to the Poitin Oikos. Let us meet up there once we've exhausted our efforts. Okay, let's see. Where's our little Spriggan buddy? Where is the little Spriggan dude? A bunch of Melathinians. Oh, there it is. I found the concept crystal. Last searcher's return. I'm afraid the Orions no longer had the crystal, nor was I able to find it as I followed in its wake. I don't suppose you fared any better. I found it. The crystal, well done. Wonderful, now I can focus on your tale without that missing concept nagging at my mind. Have you always had a knack for finding things? I've often been asked to do so. Yeah. Oh, you too. Some of us seem destined to always be searching for ourselves and for others. Long ago, when I held the seat of a Zem, I was forever trekking back and forth across the star in search of answers to people's problems. Naturally, the need to search such journeys has lessened considerably since I entrusted the position of my whimsical successor. Yet I am still eager to come running, or should a old acquaintance or new interest require my personal attention. That is what brings me to Elpis, in fact. Many times have my presence been requested, my opinions sought concerning the habitat of this or that creation. Agreeing to help locate that missing crystal was a minor distraction, which now promises to become a major revelation. How strange and wonderful it is the way one thing leads to another, wouldn't you agree? A pass not yet come to pass. A pass not yet come to pass. Thank you again for your timely help. Now then, 'tis time I return the stolen property. We go on ahead to my accommodation. I will join you as soon as I attend to that task. Follow the path straight ahead to the building at the top of the slope. I have the entire place to myself, so we can speak without fear of being disturbed or overheard. If you say so, Vana. Gotta get the aetherite first, though. That fucking aetherite, though. That's right. I remember there being an aether current around here somewhere. I don't know why, but I feel like I remember there being aether current, like, near here. I don't know. I just feel like there is. My memory is, if my subconscious is delivering me. I think there's one just like right around here. Well, I mean, I could search, or I could just press the compass. There is southwest. It's over here. It's like right over here. If I can get up this hill. It's behind these buildings. Where is it? Now I am motivated now to get it. Like I knew there. I felt like there was one like near a bunch of buildings in this side, part of the map. There it is. It's just like I feel like I remember it on the tip of my tongue. Now that we're collecting them all right now, I felt like that because it spurred in my mind, I had to go grab it or it was gonna bug me. Gross. Welcome to my temporary abode. Please make yourself at home while I put on some tea. Ooh. Piano, dude. Love it.
Wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit. There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like. Now then, will you tell us your tale?
Calamity called the final days has befallen the world. The world has been sundered, broken into shards. Mankind is being forced to flee the star. Yeah, the calamity. Let's talk about the calamity. That's that's the main thing we came here for.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
Back in the time of the dinosaurs, you see. The cavemen rose up and killed them all. But then the meteor came and killed the cavemen. And now we are here. With high-tech civilization, as you can see. And then you all die, and then even more high-tech people come. And then they all die, and then now my people are here, and we're the least high-tech of all of you. That's the general gist. So are we literally telling them everything? Interesting. Even the part with Emma Selk, we killed him. Oh yes, we are. Oh, Emmett, I'm so sorry. As Elizabeth said, this would affect their timeline, but mine would be unaffected. Essentially what it would do is mine would stay on a course. Mine would stay on a course, but then theirs would start to split then and make a completely different timeline. A completely different parallel timeline, basically, is how Elizabeth basically put it.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
So knowing the future, their timeline was split off and something else would happen now that they know the future. But our timeline, my timeline that I would go back to would stay completely the same no matter what. Which I like that
While
kind
not
of
the
future.
words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous.
I like that kind of future stuff. It's I don't know, it's very similar, it's very Marvel-esque in the sense of like they're different parallel worlds, like they're different like Earths, etc, etc.
What of you, Vanar?
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Hydaelyn?
Oh yeah, I forgot Vanaz, the one who creates Hydaelyn in the first place. Because the convocation is just like, we gotta make Zodiark because this is fucked. So they sacrifice people, make a Zodiark, and Vanaz like, bruh, Zodiark's like the devil. Nah, dude, kill Zodiark, go Hydaelyn, do it. And Hydaelyn trapped Zodiark.
Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain, but your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future, whence she came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Exactly what I was talking about, how like their futures are gonna change, but ours is gonna stay the same.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically.
That's also true.
The capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
True. I note also that Hydaelyn did not specify a point in time to which she must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Poor Emmett, dude. He's off on the corner of that table, not speaking a word because he knows we killed him.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
This is quite a puzzle. And we do not have all the pieces.
Poor
Hardly
fucking
any.
Emmett.
But we do have one immutable fact. If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear.
Yes.
Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Makes sense.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed.
Got that, people? Nothing is impossible. Vana said so, and she's a badass bitch.
And if Hydaelyn is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale?
Oh, Emmett.
Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity.
Poor Emmett. He's in denial.
I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman.
Hey, that's just how you be,
To
dude.
sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem. Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory.
Makes sense.
Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable?
It's not the fact of the Zodiac thing. I understand that. But why the fuck am I so stupid that I'd cause my own death?
Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren.
That's the Emmett we know. That's the Emmett we know.
You do not know me.
You sure about that, bud?
I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
Okay, bye, Emmett. Sorry. Sorry about your future death.
Emmett Selk, wait!
Sorry, bud. But nah, we gotta figure this shit out, dude.
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
Dynamis is the key to all of this. Hermes and Meteon are somehow involved. I'm still trying to make all sense of it. Dynamis is somehow the key because she talked about it in the future about how important it is. It has to be the key to something. Like, genuinely.
Ah, yes. The energy distinct from ether. Though not my field, I have a basic understanding of Dynamis. And you say Hermes researched the phenomenon in the course of creating Meteon?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I believe this warrants further investigation.
Yes, yes. I agree, I agree.
With that settled, it is time for action.
Yes, it is.
The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. Now suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest.
Thanks, Vinay. Mother Vinay. We got Sexy Nidhana and Mommy Vinay. Yep, yep, yep.
Have faith. If Emmet Selk is the man Azam described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Oh, yeah, duh. Did you not hear what I talked about in the future? Shall we begin our investigations then? I am acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor received by the chief overseer of Elpis. Of the man himself, I know only that which is common knowledge. Thus I suggest we fall back on the tried and true method of conversing with the locals. The observers who live here can surely tell us more of Hermes and Meteon. I have a good idea of where we might begin. Okay. No plus quest. Okay, no plus quest. Okay, we'll just continue on then. Minna. See you, the woman standing in front of the yonder building. Her name is Ismane. She's the one who made arrangements for me to stay in Elpis, and from what I could recall, she has held her position here for quite some time. Chances are she can provide us with some insights. I won't ask your questions. I'll help with drawing out answers if need be, but I leave the choice of topic up to you. Just realized I should be at a There we go. All right. Continue. Questions for me? Well, I suppose I have some. I've no other pressing duties at the moment. Follow directions. Skip. If you wish to cancel, yep. Begin asking questions. Ask all the questions indeed. Greetings, Ismay. My friend here is desperately curious about Chief Hermes, and I was wondering if you might indulge her. Certainly, Mistress Vana, anything to be of service. What do you wish to know? What kind of person is Hermes? Yeah, what kind of person is he? Is he a dick? Well, I can only answer with my own experience, but I would describe him as a quiet man, reserved, you might say, and occasionally somewhat poor with his choice of words. His recent nature, however, does not prevent him from carrying out his duties as chief overseer. Man is a walking archive when it comes to life forms. He can discuss any species in incredible detail, and is the leading authority on concepts with the power of flight. I hope that answers your question. What was there? Was there anything else? How long has Medion been here? Do you know of Medion's abilities? Yeah, do you know of Medion? It's no secret that she is a highly unusual familiar. Of late, the chief often makes her rounds with her, like a mother hen raising her chick. I understand that she is able to read emotions and communicate directly with one's mind. Exactly how she was created with that talent, however, is mystery to me. My apologies. I wish I could explain her nature in more depth, but I have not had occasion to discuss it with Chief Hermes. Do you trust him? Yeah, do you trust him? I beg your pardon? I've known Chief Hermes for many years, though I cannot say we are close. He has never withheld information to the detriment of our duties, if that is what you mean. Forgive us, we seem to be we have veered slightly off course here. Is there perhaps someone else who could tell us more about Meteon? That would be Dynamos. He has a similar experience with flying concepts and is more than eager to discuss the subject. You'll find him conducting his observations on the banks of the stream, somewhere to the east. Oh, and unless you take a particular joy in rambling discourse, I suggest you keep questions concise. You should keep that in mind. Thank you for your patience and your insight. Think nothing of it. If there is aught else you need during your stay, please do not hesitate to ask. Come, Bella, I think we've taken enough of Ismay's time. Okay. Oh, we just talked to Vana again. Our investigation is off to a fine start, wouldn't you agree? From here I propose we split up. I shall continue making inquiries with resident overseers if you could track down the colleague Ismay mentioned. While I did feel compelled to interject once or twice during the previous conversation, you seem more than capable of drawing forth answers you seek. All I ask is that you watch your footing around the stream. We can meet back here once you've finished speaking with this Dynamos. He's the one that we saw by that fish boy down by the river. Last time if I remember correctly. Maybe not. I take it back, he's not. He's down here. Wrong person. Dynamos? Yes, I'm Dynamos, but please keep your voice down. You're startling the birds. So, what is it you wish to speak about? Sure you're expert in flying creatures? Yeah. You a fellow enthusiast, are you? Well, settle in and we can discuss the finer points of this fascinating craft. My deep and abiding love of avian artistry could be traced back to when I was a young boy. Stricken by the transcendent beauty of a glorious golden-feathered creature my father had designed, it was then and there that I vowed to one day surpass that masterpiece. Talks on for years. Animus launches into rambling of unstoppable discourse. And thus did I secure an observer's role here in Elpis, and at last realize my childhood ambition. Here the dreams I once dreamed are an everyday reality in which I find fulfillment through the research and creation of new flying life forms. An abridged recounting of events, as was doubtless to your disappointment, is there any specific part you would like me to expand on? You were hoping for my opinion on Chief Hermes' creations. Then why didn't you say so? Those beings which soar through the clouds, majestic and graceful, are ever a favorite of creatures. Even now, with so many varieties in existence, the flood of newly imagined concepts continues unabated. What sets the chief's creations apart, however, is how they benefit from his boundless knowledge of the celestial realm. Those that climb so high that they can disappear from view, others which traverse the boundless skies in moments, and all without riding the curts. I know of none save he who can conceive of such marvels, even when he who prize elegance of form above all else are dumbfounded by his genius. Medion 2 is a marvel, then? My opinion on that matter would be superficial at best. Despite my admiration for Meteon as a concept, I've never delved too deeply into the inner workings of her nature. I know that she has a gift for communicating via emotions, but otherwise, her abilities are a mystery to me. If Chief Hermes should choose to submit Meteon's concept to the Bureau of the Architect, then will the design be registered for public scrutiny? Analyzing a colleague's creation before that step is frowned upon, to say the least. Of course, if he came to me, a fellow artisan, looking for advice, that would be an entirely different story. Do you know of Dynamis in Entelekes? I could tell more in nature if you... do you know of Dynamis in Entelekes? Dynamis and Entelekes? The terms do sound vaguely familiar. Was there not a flower made here in Elpis which exhibited properties of one or the other? It must have been centuries since I last heard anyone speak of such things. Has there been a resurgence in interest? Why bring up the subject? I'm flattered that you sought my insight, but I cannot afford to neglect my duties for the sake of idle chatter. Now, I really must return to my observations. Surely you have your own tasks to attend to? Okay, well, that was a waste of time. He told me fucking nothing. Bum 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 bum, bra da 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 da, bra da 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 da. Good timing. I finished my own investigations not long ago. So have you found any new findings to share? No, not really. I see. Even an expert in the field had little understanding of Meteon's capabilities, let alone an awareness of Dynamis. My questions resulted in much the same answers. Hermes' colleagues view Meteon as his personal project and could provide no details beyond those which you just told me. It leads me to believe that the only person with significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. Yes, we've made some progress here, but more information is needed if we are to reach any definitive conclusions. Next question.